Hey friends, it's Laura with Laura's Handmade Haven. Welcome or welcome back. I'm so glad you joined me today. I have a very quick and easy organizational tool for you guys today, and I am so excited to share this with you. I am going to be going to a retreat in the middle of February of 2026, and I am so excited to get a few days away to stitch with my friends, and let's be honest, I'm going to be chatting more than stitching, right? But I do want to get some quilt projects done, but I want to take something super simple and super easy with me, and I want to get all of those kitted up and ready in advance. Now, the problem I have when I kit things up in advance, I forget what my plan was. And I didn't want something that had to have a ton of notes because, well, when I'm at retreat, I want to be able to chat and I don't want to have to look through my patterns and cut a bunch of stuff and do complicated projects. I've tried that a couple times, and it just left me feeling so overwhelmed. So this year for retreat, I'm taking my own advice and I'm giving myself some grace. I went through a ton of flannel scraps in my closet and I cut out all of the 8.5-inch squares that I could out of all of those scraps, and then the rest of it was thrown away. All of those fabrics were donated to me. That's not an excuse just to throw fabric away, but these flannels have served their purpose. They have went into multiple projects. They've also done the Cozy Up October 2025 series, and I've used them on multiple things. So I did not feel bad about throwing a few scraps away, and I saved the majority of it because I cut the 8.5-inch squares and then I kitted them up. So let me share my organization sheet with you just in case you want to be able to kit things up and go back later and reference it and know what you're doing for like a checkerboard type quilt top. Now I'm designing my quilt tops to be 30 squares. It's a 5x6 grid because that makes a really nice size for donations for kid quilts that I do for the Easter baskets. So that's what I have designed the sheet to support is 5x6, but obviously you can take this idea and run with it, and then you can make your own grids and do your own thing, right? So this is what the sheet looks like. It's super simple, super easy, and basically you're just gonna put the project name up there if you have one. If not, don't. It's fine to leave that blank. And then you're gonna color code your fabrics. You're gonna list a color, and then you're gonna list the fabric, and then you're gonna fill in the grid. So let me show you how this comes together and works. This works for 2 colors to 6 colors to however many colors you want. It's however many colors you want to put in that grid. The first kit I'm going to show you is really simple. It's 2 different fabrics. Both of them are Christmas fleece, and I have 14 of one and 16 of the other, which I put the numbers up here just to remind myself, and it's a good idea, so jot that down. And then I color coded them. One fabric is blue, one fabric is red. And then I have my little chart, and I just took my little Sharpies and just colored it in. I didn't even color in the whole square, right? I just doodled enough that I would know which is what. So now when I get to retreat, I can take out these 2 stacks of fabric that are in the bag, kit it up and ready to go, divide them, and then just start grabbing them and building them out in that order. Build my rows or my columns, whichever way I choose to go, and build out my quilt top really quickly and easily, and I don't have to think that much, which I appreciate not having to think when I'm at retreat. So that's a 2 fabric kit. What if you have 3 fabric kits? Well, it works great for that too. Again, you just list your 3 fabrics, color code them with whatever colors you decide, and then you put them into your grid however you want to do. So there's a 3 fabric. What if you have 4? Oh, we can do 4, no problem. So we have 4 fabrics in this one. And again, I wrote the numbers down of how many of each one I had. That helped me when I was color coding out the grid. And I will be honest and tell you that sometimes when I did these little grids, I messed up the first time and I had to go back and do it a second time. And that's okay because there's 6 of these on the sheet that I'm giving you. The link is in the description box below. Print out as many copies as you want. Color code your stuff. Use some pencils instead of markers if you don't want to use the markers, and that way you'll be able to erase. Do whatever you gotta do. Maybe you wanna put letters instead of colors. However you wanna code it, just code it with your first column and then put the number of squares that you have and your fabric on the second column, and you'll be able to color code your quick and easy quilt top projects and kit them up for retreat or maybe a weekend of sewing. Anytime that you have time that you want to kit some stuff up really quickly and then go back to it later, if you're going to let it sit for a while, then let it sit for a while, and then you'll always have a pattern to go back to. You'll know how your layout was originally intended by you or somebody else. And yeah, that's a great idea. Grab a friend and say, hey, can you lay these out for me? Just color code them. Or maybe your kids, that'd be a great art project for them. Whatever. Anyway, this one has 6 different fabrics. So see, you can do this, right? There's 30 squares. You're just dividing the fabrics up and putting them between the squares and listing them up above so you know what is what, and then you're just gonna build it out when you get to making the kit. I have 24 kits kitted up and ready to go for retreat this year. Do I think that I'm gonna get all 24 done? No, but that gives me lots of choices and lots of things to do. And maybe if I do get on a sewing spree, maybe I will get them done. Who knows? Stay tuned. I'll let you know. Retreat is the weekend of February 21st. So I will post an update at some point in time and tell you how many kits I did get finished at retreat. I do hope this sheet helps you. I hope just seeing how I put my kits together and how I just did some pre-planning to help save some time when I'm at an event or just a weekend of sewing. The time you put in the beginning will save you so much time in the end. So just give yourself some grace and give yourself a little organization time and lay some stuff out when the thought is fresh in your mind, and that way you don't have to go back and recreate what your thought was, because heaven help me, sometimes I do not know what I was thinking. Poof. Okay. Hey, until next time, find joy in all you do. Carve out some time for crafting and creating, and remember, it's always better when you make stuff up. And don't forget your organization sheet.